Scotland once again as the Tour returns for the second half of yet another exciting season. And this week we're treated to a magnificent course which winds beneath the ruins of two stunning ancient castles. Rowallan Castle, set in the Ayrshire countryside, is steeped with Scottish history and legend. It is a truly impressive venue and the players will be hoping to make their mark on this challenging course. In just his third full season of play, Rowallan now ranks highly among the other world-class courses in its area, including Prestwick Golf Club, the home of the Open, and the world-famous Turnberry Links. Rowallan, designed by 8 times European #1 golfer and 2010 Ryder Cup winning captain Colin Montgomery, alongside Ross McMurray from European Design, is set within a 600-acre estate and features 2 beautiful castles, winding streams, mature woodlands and open meadows. From the top of the castle, where it really is quite windy, at the back of the 18th green, you can really see what a stunning setting it is, with views of Elsa Crag and Arran. The holes, which are each named, tell a bit about the history of the course and include the schoolhouse and the Doctor's Bend. Others testify to the challenges on offer, and the aptly named Oh Dearie Me could cause a few problems this week. As the Tour reaches event number 8, the players really are put to the test here in Scotland.
I think the golf course is fantastic. I've been lucky enough to play down here for probably the last 6 or 7 years since it opened. All I see is improvements. All I see is the course getting better and better.
It's a very, very nice course. Spectacular sort of sceneries with the castle. The course itself is very, very good.
You have to hit it. I mean, there's no shots out there where you're just kind of nursing. You really have to hit every shot.
Good fair test. If you hit a wayward one, you're punished. If you play well, you can get the reward. So it's fair.
The course is good. I mean, it's young, and it's apart from the fairways getting a little bit wet, the greens are good and tees are good, so it's kind of a golf course you can enjoy, really.
As the second half of the season resumes, the order of merit is really taking shape. Richard Wallace still holds top spot as he enjoys a great run this season, especially after he took a record-breaking score on a professional round. However, it's not just the big names on tour doing well. Last week, a new face joined the top ranks. Marcus Armitage won at Conqueror Wood. He celebrated his first ever EuroPro Tour event with a great win and now sits alongside Challenge Tour and European Tour players. He may well be a face to watch for big success in the future, and we'll be chatting to him later in the show. Now it's time to look at the players involved in the early round action this week, and we bid farewell to the sun as the clouds gathered here at the Rowallan Castle Open. While the south of the UK enjoyed another day of sunshine and high temperatures, the conditions here couldn't have been more different.
We've decided that it can no longer be a 54-hole competition. The procedure will be that we will cut to the top 50 in ties, and play will resume tomorrow, and it will become a 36-hole competition. It wasn't an easy decision, but as soon as the rain came down, the course was pretty much unplayable.
So now we're up to date with the action so far, and as play in round 2 was abandoned, everybody will be hoping the rain stays away today, as the 63 golfers head off to tee off for a £10,000 first prize and a chance to climb that order of merit. Your commentators are John Morgan and Ross McFarlane.
And leading the way, Mark Lasky, the 29-year-old from Wales, at 8 under par after a scintillating 63. Tim Rice, just 2 shots behind, and it seems there's a host of people on 4 under ready to chase down at the top of the leaderboard. Joining me in commentary, John Morgan. A better day for this final round action, John.
Oh yeah, we're in store for a great round of golf today. I mean, the conditions couldn't be any better. I mean, a little bit of breeze up there. Starting off now on the second. This is a great hole. Beautiful par 3.
166 yards. Just playing a little over its par. This is Alex Evans. 4 under. You can see quite breezy today. Wind off the left.
Wouldn't feel the same any other way. You're in Scotland. There's got to be a breeze.
And a little dampness.
Oh yeah, plenty of that.
The Finn golfer, Teemu Putkanen. Very strong, strapping chap.
And he's hit it too strong. Got into that one.
Paul McKechnie. Played well last week. You always seem to find that, John, don't you, that players tend to play well in sections, 1 or 2 events in a row, almost.
Oh, without doubt. I mean, definitely you get that run of form halfway through a season. It might be at the start, you might be one of those kind of guys. Just all of a sudden the penny drops and off you go. You can't do anything wrong. Just see pins and lines, and you know, you're dialed in differently. It's a shame you can't hold on to it forever.
And that's why golf is a 4-letter word. Good little pitch. See, the green's quite firm considering how much rain we've had. The course has stood the test.
Yeah, full credit. I mean, honestly, I think that was going to spin up nicely. I mean, I was there and it's been, I mean, it was so wet. I think everything's going to stop dead on the greens, but not to be. Right now, pull, not this baby in.
Quite a long backstroke and a short follow through. I think I'd prefer to see it the other way around myself.
Well, yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth there, Ross. I think, but these greens are definitely slowed up through the conditions we've had. I mean, these guys are probably getting caught out through some of the other tournaments. The weather's been amazing. Greens been running very fast. Unfortunately, this course has taken a bit of a battering, you know, with the weather conditions. So
here's a man who's used to some of these weather conditions. Been playing terrific the last few weeks, Elliott. And there you get an idea of the undulations on these greens.
See that strong breeze there in the background. Can also affect your posture over some putts. It didn't affect him.
That was well struck. Charlie Lydiard stays at -4. Oh dear. Just hit that completely through the break. And with a shot which looked quite good off the tee, all of a sudden walks off with a double.
Yeah, that will hurt. That will hurt. He's got a lot of fringe to put through here. Yeah, I'm not surprised. 9 times out of 10 you do come up short when you're doing that.
He would make his part. Paul Doherty.
This man has been playing some great golf, a bit like Paul McKechnie. I mean, there you go, great shot. As you know, that one breaks a little bit right to left. Mr. Rice, this man has a very, very neutral golf swing, very simple.
Yeah, been around a while, has our Tim.
He has indeed.
Finished tied 10th last week. Here's our leader. Nice simple action. Club face a little bit shut. at the top, but that's okay. Staying well away from the dampness on the right, the water.
Yeah, good course management that is. Don't need to bring that into play early doors.
From one Welshman to another, Oliver Farr. Coming out of the rough, is he able to control it?
He will be liking that one. That's a monster shot left. He's gunned a big drive down here. You're going in with like a wedge or 9-iron. There we go.
That's a fabulous shot.
Beautiful, straight down the pipe.
Birdie putt for Lasky. Up and over the hill, and then down a little bit, and from right to left. Oh, it's as easy as that.
Barry bonus. When you got putts like that, all you want to do is get them nicely cozied round the hole. And then when they drop, well, crikey.
That's 9 under now.
Could be your day.
Unlucky there for Paul Doherty.
He's got the shoes to match his jumper.
Very smart.
Very smart indeed.
Now, what sort of shot has he got left here, John?
Well, he's a long way to the flag. I mean, he can play it many ways. If he can get a lot of spin, he can fly it a long way. If not, chip and run it. But I think he played it perfectly there. I would have definitely gone for the chip and run a little bit more, and that's what he done. Played it to perfection. Like back of the stance, you know, hands forward, Ross, you know.
Well, you can see an enormous amount of break at the end. Very cheeky little flag position, that. Just a par for Tim Rice.
Now this would be a great birdie. Great drive, great approach, and a great putt. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Well, what difference has that made to the leaderboard? We'll see in a moment, as Oliver Farr has this for his par. I know it rhymes.
Tell you what, he'd be happy with that.
And it's the birdie at the second for Mark Lasky that has the man from Brockett Hall in the lead. Tim Rice is 3 behind now, and Paul Doherty is at -5. Make yourself a cup of tea and come and see us in a couple of minutes.
Welcome back to the Rowallan Castle Open. Last week saw a new talent emerge on the tour as Marcus Armitage won his first EuroPro Tour event. Early this week, John Morgan caught up with a rising star on the driving range.
Well, I'm here with Marcus, last week's tournament winner in Conkerwood. Marcus, top man, mate. Great win. Maiden victory on the EuroPro Tour. You know, first one in, 100% record. How does it feel?
It feels great. I had a great time last week. The course was fantastic, and you know, I swung it really well, and I'm really happy to get that win.
So tell us about yourself, my friend, in a way of what's the future holding for you? What do you want? What's your aspirations?
I have a 10-year plan to get on European Tour and US Tour, hopefully. Just keep working hard with my coaches, and just keep progressing and winning.
What's your coach been working on your game with?
Well, I see a guy called Andrew Nicholson up at Wynyard. He's fantastic. To be truthfully, I only see him every couple of months because he tries to teach me so that I can teach myself. So that when I'm away, I can fix things, you know, straight away.
That's awesome. I'm a big believer in that. My coach was the same, so big up to your coach, man. Let's go and see how things are done. Show us one of your groovy swings. Oh, striker. Yeah, got a striker on our hands.
I'm very much a feel golfer. You know, just spit on my hand, right, yeah.
Good man.
That's the one.
That's what I like.
So it just works on just fine-tuning little things, finding feelings for me. When I come onto a range, I'm trying to find feelings. Feeling for that day, you know, so that I can, you know, it could be anything. It could be a little draw, it could be cutting it in, anything. So it changes from day to day.
Oh, now there we go. Now that is Perfect. Landing like a butterfly with sore feet. So come on then, Marcus. What's your dream 4-ball, boss man? Come on, dish the dirt.
Michelle Wee, Lexi Thompson and Paula Creamer. And I would.
I love it. I guess that. 3 ladies in the group. You slimy dog, you slimy dog. You won the Pro-Am on Tuesday as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
After you win at Conker, you come straight here and win again.
Yeah, it was funny because I wasn't good enough to play in the Pro-Am the week before. And then this week, you know, I'm good enough and I go and win it.
You're going to be in it for life now, boss man. I wish you all the best of luck, boss.
Yeah, thank you.
Go kick some butt out there, all right?
Yeah.
Do what you do best, which is swing it well.
Right, cheers.
All right,
thank
take
you.
care.
Always a bit of fun down on the range with John. Now the serious stuff. Paul Doherty. Third shot at 3, par 5. 523 yards. Of course, the course is 6,968 and will be playing every inch of it today.
Not of. You're not wrong there. Probably an extra 2-3. It'll feel like no run on the ball whatsoever on the fairways. He's asking it to get down. Bit of a short side yourself. Might be a Mickelson shot needed.
5th hole. A lot of the players sporting the old flat bill these days, aren't they? The old hat, and that's in a bit of trouble.
Must be watching a lot of NBA, I reckon.
Here's a swing you like.
Yeah, just keeps it lovely and simple. Like it. Just a rhythm.
Played on tour for a long time, Tim. Only finished 2nd once. Never won.
Really? Wow. Surprised. Oh, tree banged. Oh, just dodged it.
You can see there's quite a lot of runoffs on these golf courses. This Colin Montgomery golf course, he does like to design those sort of nuances. Quite deep, the bunkers.
Yeah, I mean, as we all know, Colin was a master at, you know, putting the right club in the right place. And he's proving that to make sure that you learn a trick or two. Right there. Hit it a different way. Bump and run into the bank. Typical Scottish fashion.
Yeah, with coming back into the wind, you would have thought maybe use that wind, lob it up in the air.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's needing to get out of jail here. Misclubbed the first one coming in. He's not going to be happy with that. Right then, Ross. This is obviously come down steep. Oh, that's come out hot.
That's always the case. You're never quite sure how it's going to come out.
No, it's a little bit luck of the draw, unfortunately.
Birdie putt for Tim Rice. 10th last week.
Ooh.
Actually using a different putter this week.
Yeah, does he like to change it up, does he?
Well, last week's one which didn't behave at all. That's obviously been put in the room of indecisions.
We've all done that.
Our leader, 9 under. Sporting one of those very fat grips. Have you tried one of those, John?
I tell you what, you just took the words right out of my mouth, because I was just about to ask you, you know, what is it with these? I mean, I haven't tried one. It seems like they're getting so common now out on tour, taking the hands out of it, really making you use your shoulders a lot more. It must work, because everyone seems to be having a go on it.
I always advocate the fact that when you're putting on slow greens, you need to use your hands.
Yeah, definitely. I'm probably, yeah, I'm too wristy myself. So when I get on fast greens, I can see that's where I go wrong. Then, Ross, thanks for the tip, buddy.
Get the fat grip out. Par putt for Doherty. Little right to left. No. And that's a disappointing drop shot, taking 4 to get down from just a short iron in.
Yeah, all stem from the second shot there. Came up an easily club and a half short. Oh. I tell you what, I thought he might have get out of jail there, but not to be. Whoop. Little loop-the-loop.
Oliver Farr did tap in for his par. And when it's breezy, these ones are quite difficult.
You know, a big wide stance, get a stable base. Knock that baby in. Don't think too much about it. That's easier said than done, though. When it's whistling through your legs.
That's okay. A little awkward coming up over the slope. Somewhere in there, you'll find Alex Evans.
Well, he's actually a lot better lie than what actually looked. Oh my goodness. Well, this man knows what it's all about. He's big enough to not worry about the wind. Ain't gonna knock him over.
And used to playing in these conditions.
A little bit of chubby checker there as well to sum it all up.
Shows the quality of the strike. Here's an awkward putt.
Touch.
Yeah, I told you it was awkward.
Oh, no. Right at the last minute, died a death straight in the hole. You'd be happy with that one. Yeah, that would have been very hard to swallow if that had stayed on the lip.
At 3 under par, Richard Edgington. He was going to stay that way.
And as we've seen the other week, he was putting with his driver.
Yeah, he said he's tapped his putter on the ground.
How many times I've heard that one?
Well, the one thing he did play well with his driver.
Yeah, he did.
Par Evans made.
Elliott, slot this one in, my friend. Great drive, great approach. A lot of break, keep coming.
Oh my word. How did that stay out?
He wants that wind to blow a bit harder. That's unbelievable. Slope's going that way, wind's hitting it. Look at it, he can't believe it.
Well, that's just going to be a par. It's time to catch up with Charlotte, who's with the owner of Rowallan Castle.
I'm with Neil Campbell, the owner of Rowallan Castle. Neil, it is a stunning venue, but how pleased are you to have EuroPro Tour back for a second consecutive year?
We're absolutely delighted. It went really well last year, and again I think it's improved more so with the amount of players actually participating this year. It's gone up by about 20%. So we're delighted, absolutely delighted.
Tell us a little bit about the course and the history of it and how challenging it is proving to be for the players.
Well, I think it's a good test of golf. I mean, it's a long course, and it's on par with anything else in the country. So it's an evolving thing, you know. It'll take a good 10 years for this course to finally reach its full potential.
But the course does have a rather famous co-designer, hasn't it?
Yes, well, Colin Montgomery and EDG did a fantastic design on the course. I mean, it wasn't just a signature course. Colin was very hands-on. He would turn up at a Sunday with his father, who just lived down the road in Troon, and you'd get an email on the Monday saying, move that bunker 10 inches.
To make it more difficult.
To make it more difficult. So, yes, he was very hands-on, and I think it's a great testament to him, actually, and his design capability, because it has worked out really well.
Well, it's certainly looking good here, Neil. Let's get back now to the golfers then and see how they're getting on.
With Tim Rice, his second shot into the fourth with the flag in that back right position. And I think he's dragged that one left, John.
Yeah, that is not where you want to go. I mean, to reiterate what Neil just said, the owner, such a young course as well, such a young course, and looking in great shape.
Doherty.
That looked a good swing. Oh, just went with the wind a bit too much. Got a great swing. Would you agree, Ross?
Yeah, nice and simple, you know, it's just up and down and the ball gets in the way, and that's why the ball goes straight at the target.
He's massive into his fitness, always in the gym.
Yeah, likes his martial arts. I won't be messing with him.
Oh, Bruce Lee.
Charlie Lydiard, actually.
Really?
Good tee shot. In the safe part of the green.
Yeah, he's not happy with that. I was having a little look at that van.
Yeah, it's terrible, that. Managed to get it to within 20 feet.
Yeah, horrendous. That van can come into play a little bit more often.
Beautiful strike.
Yeah, straight hands that was, wasn't it? He's a battler, this one, Tim.
I hold a beautiful putt on the last. Not going to be the case here, but should be a par.
This course has held up so well, really has. The weather earlier on in the tournament was, oh, you wouldn't believe.
We've seen a great variety of short shots being played, with loft, some running. Staying at 4 under. Paul Doherty.
Can he capitalise on his little hissy fit he's just had on the tee box? Stuck it in the 20 foot. Can he hold it for a 2? Oof. Great par though.
Just off the green. Birdie putt. Oh, there we go. It's all so easy for the young Welshman.
Yeah, loads of yardage of putts going in.
And that gives him a 4-shot lead over Tim Rice on 6 under par. Charlie Lydiard at 5 under and a host of others on 4 under. Join us in a couple of minutes for more action. Welcome back to the Rowallan Castle Open, the final round action. Just 36 holes because of a rain delay on the second particular day, and in fact it was a complete washout, John, wasn't it?
Oh, it was. It was raining cats and dogs from start to finish. It really was. The course has held up so well. Oh, that's a great shot from there.
Good idea of what happens in these particular greens, these undulating surfaces that Colin Montgomery and Ross McMurray have designed.
I mean, that looked like it was going to finish 5 foot. It's finished 20 foot instead.
Mark Lasky. Another shot right at the flag. Represented Wales from 1998 to 2007.
Wow, that's a serious stint. There's commitment there. He's obviously held back from going professional for a long, long time.
Good shot from Tim Rice. That's the best shot we've seen on that hole so far today.
Right, the smiler. This man seems to be always smiling, come rain or shine. That's a nice follow through. Extended through that ball.
Very important to do that, to keep the club face square through impact. Slow putt up the hill.
He's giving it a rip. Still short.
Good read. I've seen this putt. It's quite slow and it moved from left to right. He makes his par.
Right, Mr. Farr. What have you got for us? Yes, little fist pump. Little fist pump. Never hurt anyone. Get you fired up.
Well, this man doesn't need firing up. He's cooling down. 4 shots in the lead.
He needs a flannel. Well, that's not what I was expecting. Never up, never in.
Good 2-putt in the end.
Paul seems very, very in control of his emotions. I tell you what, that's what you need.
So he will make his part. Lasky also made his part. Now, John's been out and about in the rain, sadly. Wonder where he is.
Well, this is the 8th hole. Absolute little beauty, par 3. 145, 150 yards, water in front, water down the left, beautiful old trees, raining, can't beat it, perfect Scottish weather. You got an amazing little castle hidden in here in the trees. I got in the region of a little 9-iron. Just need to find this dance floor. It's a little tiny green. You've got to be so precise there. A little bunker at the front, and it runs away at the back of the green as well. But I can't resist this. I've got to play one. Here we go. I mean, this is what it's all about. It's dripping off my nose. Come on. Oh, he's played a little beauty. Nice little easy swing. Come on. Yes, middle of the dance floor. Get in there. Under pressure. Push it down on me. Push it down on me.
He is available for parties and bar mitzvahs. Now let's see if Oliver Farr can be as good as our own John. Almost.
He's better, but my conditions were a little bit worse.
Yeah. Lovely sky that. You can see the clouds really scudding by. Shows you the strength of the wind. And there's not many holes we see the ball backing up. These greens really are in good condition considering the battering they've taken.
God, I mean, it was only yesterday when it was absolutely turmoil out there. And now, look at the recovery. Fantastic.
Now here's a shot you see played quite often these days.
Yeah, I mean, a new shot has been developed over the last couple of years, and this is what's become quite a common little trick. Just seems to skip through that first couple of feet and then gets rolling nicely on the putting green.
It's just like the old Bronte chip master.
The Bronte.
Good tee shot on 7 from Lasky.
You're showing your age now, Ross.
Left to right at the end. Oh, and just like Saltman's, it just didn't turn enough. He would make his 4 though.
Right, Tim, what have you got in store for us? Come on, nice swing. Yeah, good position off the tee.
It's just, what, 349 yards, and it's, what, 4-iron off the tee?
Yeah, it is. I mean, he was right there with his playing partner. They've both done the same. No more than a foot from one another there off the tee. Giving himself a nice shot into the back green. I was expecting a bit of spin there. Wind was into him. Well, it might come back towards the flag.
Huge extension through the ball. Doherty.
Yeah, like you said, Ross, you know, that is what you need. Get proper control of the ball in any kind of conditions.
Just seemed to get that a little bit late. And what usually happens is it comes up short and right.
Yeah. Well then, Mr. Addington, you got your putter out, not your driver. Can you putt better with this one? Oof. What is it with these really long grips now, Ross? Very, very long grips they have on their putters.
Oh, what it is because they have a butt weight, so that it balances out the putter head and the grip.
Ah, because Justin Rose got one now, hasn't he?
Yeah. It's become very popular. Well, neither Lasky nor Rice taking advantage of their perfect tee shots.
See, when I was on this hole with my bald head, it's not very nice with that rain flying on it. He's got some nice, you know, some nice cushion there on top of his head, the lucky boy.
You're just too tall for your hair, that's all it is.
Cool, got into that one.
Full 9-iron, that should stop pretty quick. There's 3 terrific shots in there.
Yeah, you could sell those for a bobble too. Oh, no. Clear that one out of your brain.
Shouldn't really do too much. A little touch of right to left, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Here we go. Oh, way too firm. Way too firm and misread as well. Lasky, wide stance. Ripping it up the slope. Still not enough. The pin position has caught out a lot of people.
Just didn't seem to strike that properly. It just bobbled off his putter face.
Just seen him come up out of it actually there, Ross. I mean, he was looking at the hole before, you know, he struck the putt. Old school David Duval technique. But it worked for him very well.
It's so important to keep your body still, your lower half still. Oh dear.
Oh, that's a bad 3-putt. Oh. Don't hold on to that too long. Wipe the slate clean. That's it. Look up at the heavens and think, why me?
Poor first putt. Really got it all wrong. And not enough pace on the second one, so that's going to be a bogey for Doherty.
You want to pull your hair out when you do little mistakes like that.
Is that why you've got no hair, John?
Exactly.
Bit of tidying up for the man in second.
Looks like Tim could give me some of his hair.
Oliver Farr. Long range birdie attempt.
Oh, great strike, great whisk through that ball. Got the spin. Run out nicely. Surprised me. Only coming in with like a 9-iron.
Is there much elevation difference between the tee and the green?
No more than, say, 10 yards. You know, not a great deal. It's just so attractive on the eye. You know, you get over some of those shots and you just think, oh, this deserves a great one.
Rodri McGee started from the 9th because they had a 2-tee start of the, so he's not got many holes to play. There's 3 holes left for him. He's shooting up the leaderboard.
He is. This is a nice breaker. Up the hill, down the hill, left to right. He's ripped it.
Birdie attempt.
Big jump to begin with. That's why it came up short. Took the pace off it, that first jump. What he could have done with chipping it.
He did go on to make his par though.
Little short swing, keeping it under the wind. And played it extremely well. Exquisite. This is straight up. Nice and firm with this one. Ooh, he thought he was going to break a little bit more.
Oh dear, dear. We're seeing a couple of funny old putts. Pressure just starting to mount now as they get towards the back nine.
Yeah, exactly. It's quite common. You wouldn't be human otherwise. That's a nice putt. Well done, Tim. Good stroke there, my friend.
And that keeps him in second place. Still 4 shots behind our leader, Mark Lasky. Sam Forgan's going well 3 under for the day, just 5 shots back. Join us in a couple of minutes for more from Rowallan Castle.
This week we are in Scotland for the second time this season. Previously, the tour stopped at Moray Golf Club, where Paul McKechnie took the Grant Property Investment Championship title. Last week, Spoonie caught up with him to find out a little bit more about the successful Scottish player.
What's it like being a champion?
It feels fantastic. Been buzzing since last week, you know, so gives you a big boost as well and lets you know that what you're working on in practice, you know, you can take it into the competition, and at that point you're working on the right stuff. So
you had a good amateur career?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I did all the stuff as far as, you know, ticking the boxes where international golf and that type of thing goes. And that kind of gave me a wee bit of a kind of stepping stone, whereby when I turned professional I got signed up with a management company, and they kind of funded the first kind of 2-3 years in my professional career, which was fantastic because, you know, you're out there, you're a young kid, and it's nice to have a wee bit of a safety net there as well. So I first started out obviously in the EuroPro Tour in 2002, and was fortunate enough I'd kind of won a couple of times, won the Order of Merit, and that kind of gave me a springboard onto the Challenge Tour from there.
Who were the players that played around the time when you were?
Kind of Luke Donald, I remember playing him in the European Youth Championship over in Belgium.
You beat him, did you beat him 6 and 5?
No, it was the other way around about me. But yeah, I mean, at that point there, he was, you know, absolute streets ahead. I knew I had some work to do if I was going to try and pay the bills as a professional. I managed to put some hard work in, and I got a wee bit of success early on, which again it lets you know that, I tell you what, if I play good then I can win.
Because it seems as though the EuroPro Tour is getting more and more competitive every season.
Massively. I think that's the big thing for me, is the fact that whether you're playing in the region, I mean, I kind of play a bit in the Tartan Tour as well. The standard of golf, some of the guys, the CVs that are on that is sensational. You know, I mean, guys like Greg Hutchin, Gareth Wright just played 4 rounds in the Open there. But the standards going, you know, certainly the strength and depth is massively high now compared to the way it was, you know. You know, before there was maybe 5 or 6 guys could win the event, now there's 15 or 16.
Any tips, any words of advice for an amateur handicap golfer like myself?
I think the big thing that I see more than anything is that, you know, amateurs will play golf swings. You need to go out and play golf, you know, so it's trying to play the shot that you're capable of playing rather than trying to be the kind of tin cup hero for 240 over water with a 3-wood. You know, you just kind of bunt it down there with a 6-iron, chip it in the green, leg it up, tap it in. So
no, don't tell me that.
Unobtrusive golf, and I think that's the future.
Well, good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank
Congratulations on your win, and I hope there'll be plenty more W's to follow.
Good on you.
Top man.
Cheers. Thank you.
Some wise words there for all you amateurs from Paul McKechnie. Back out on the course, we have the Welshman, Oliver Farr, who, as an amateur, represented Wales from 2007 to 2011.
He's had a great career then in international golf.
Hello.
Look at this, 242 yards. Has he done it? Oh, Gordon Bennett. Thought he had that bad boy.
That was a cracking shot.
You don't get many of those. I mean, what a length of a par 3. 242.
Wind hard off the right, really pushing the ball. It's a generous target.
Yeah, it is. A very, very big green. I tell you what, that was some shot by far. Unbelievable. This is a lovely par 5.
See no run whatsoever as Lasky lays up.
Kenny now with that absolute monster of a putt. It's obviously downwind. Wind is right behind him, helping him get the ball all the way to the hole.
Wind at around about 15-20 miles an hour. So it's just about at the level where it doesn't quite affect the putts.
No, I would agree with that. Yeah, but it's definitely 1-2 club wind out there today. Be playing a few tricks. Don't want to be hitting the ball too high in this type of weather.
Conservative shot there for Lasky.
Still pull to putt. Shows you how good Farr's shot was. You'd be happy with that.
Long range birdie attempt for our leader. Still 4 shots in the lead, with 9 holes to go when this hole is over.
Mr. McGee.
Finishing on the other side of the course. 63 players made the cut. They had to cut to 50 in ties.
Now then, we're going to see some shot having to be played from there. No green to work with.
A chance for Rice to get a shot back. Can he get within 3?
Oh, 8. Unfortunately, never in. You knew that as soon as he hit it there, Ross.
Well, that's what professionals know. Is you know when as soon as it's come off the club whether it's been a good shot or a bad shot.
Yeah, he's played that. I was quite surprised playing that very low with that wind there, Ross. I mean, I really thought he might fly that. You can be so aggressive when it's into wind.
Oh dear.
Oof. They're your worst nightmares. I mean, little putts like that, hard to wipe the slate clean and get on with it on the next shot. That sounded a good strike.
It was for Oliver Farr. This is a very difficult hole, the 11th.
Now then, what's McGee got in store for us to say bogey? Oh yes, dodged the bullet there. Be happy with that one. No one likes bogeys, but that'll feel like a par.
Paul McKechnie on this 11th. 500 yards, par 4. Playing into the breeze. I think that's why it's the hardest hole on the course.
No doubt. I mean, it's like looking at the stats, it's playing 3/4 of a shot strong. I mean, that is, my goodness, you don't find many holes like that.
Let's see, it's taking Oliver Farr to task.
Looked like he played that nice and shallow through the ball, really kept the club head long and fluid. Played it very good, lots of control on the ball.
Little bunt from Charlie Lydiard. Nicely done.
Very good, very good. Can he be one of very few that has made a par on this hole? And he adds to the list of bogey mania on 11.
There's only been 6 birdies there in 2 days.
Unbelievable.
Good up and down for Charlie.
Come on, you don't want to drop too many. Come on. Oh, I don't believe it, he says. I don't believe it.
Well, he'll have to. It's going to be a double bogey. We saw him come out of a bunker. John's got a few tips for you.
Right, I'm going to demonstrate some bunker shots, but in a very different way. And this is how I would play it. Now, the conditions are very, very wet. Now, what happens is, obviously, it gets very compact and very slushy and heavy. I mean, and obviously, if you've got a little pool of water growing, you take your ball out and you need to take a drop. But unfortunately, you take your nearest point of relief and you drop it as so, and it's plugged. Now, not the shot you need, but you got to play with it. You got to deal with it. Now, I got a theory of how to play bunker shots. Garcia taught me this one. By Nelson, about 2013 it was. Split grip, Seve taught him it. And I tell you what, I'd never look back. Cock the wrist real quick, down and jab out again. Here we go. And I tell you what, I played a little beauty. Tell you what, he'd be very proud of me on that one. But anyway, that's how I would play it. Now this, where's my caddy? Hello caddy, how you doing? She's a good girl. Right, now, you get a bear lie, horrible bear lie, like that, in this, you know, dampy conditions. Now the way I would play this one is very central stance. Now, you don't want to be like this, look at this. It takes a lot of sand if you come in steep, a lot of sand because it's very heavy. I need to create banks, so I'm going to keep it very shallow. And this is how I play this one, very central, hands low, aiming to that left-hand side. And just splash it out. Maybe a bit deep that time, but I tell you what, it worked out very well. I mean, the plug shot's inside me, easier one. But that's how you do it, guys. Take your medicine, try and get it close.
Makes it look so easy. They call him John of Arabia.
Simple Simon, Metapieman.
Interesting with the split hand grip.
Now, I'll make reference, I said 2013, but that was way back in 2003, actually. 10 years ago, when Sergio, give me the little hint, give me a masterclass around the Byron Nelson Classic.
This 10th hole, playing very difficult. Playing a third of a shot over its par, I'm not surprised. The youngster, Rodri McGee, actually lives in the Rhoda Golf and Beach Resort in Murcia.
Wow.
From Derry originally.
Crikey. Yup, ship.
Went abroad. Yeah, a talented basketball player.
Really?
Talented golfer too, as is Tim Rice. Educated hands.
Yes. Many, many years practicing the old flop shots and the old weird stances and work the hands.
Oh, great try. Has been a super round for Rodri McGee. You can see started on the 9th with a birdie and then went round and had a run of 4 birdies in a row. A round of 68.
It definitely helps. Great run there. Great run. Now then. Focus. He's up and out of that quite quick there. Looking to see how he done. Short and right.
Oh, far up.
Nice posture. Keeping it short, but just too short. Not the right club.
Tough flag. You cannot afford to miss that to the left. Now, a drop shot on the previous hole, missing a short putt. Is it going to be 2 in a row? It is. So all of a sudden, it brings a lot of people in the frame.
Very much so. I didn't see that happening. He looked in cruise control. As we know, the holes get a little bit tougher coming in.
Oh, it's a good putt.
Yeah, very good indeed.
Rice, if he makes this, will be within 2.
Right on his tail, breathing down his neck.
Top of the hill.
God, look at that little low driller. Oh, and he has come up way short. I mean, not on a par 4, not being able to get there in 2. Got demoralising to some certain aspect there, Ross.
Well, it's not made to be easy, this game. Although some of these players make it look very easy with shots like that.
Right then, come on then. There's been many pars on this one, as Ross said. Go, nearly second bounce and in.
Birdie putt. It's time to start getting a few in, Oliver, and he does. Well done. 4 under. Is he within 4 now?
Big chances. The closing holes coming up. Run out. Oh, the dip of the head. The old big sigh.
So the difficult 11th, and having just made 2 bogeys in a row, being faced with this hole, not a great prospect, John.
No. Oh, and this is wayward. This is out to the right and going with the wind. Oh, and into the thick stuff. Oof, that looks horrible over there. He's going to be lucky to find that one.
Tee shot on 12. Looks like it's gone a bit left. Hang on. Yep, that's fine. Breeze getting up now.
Cool. Blown a hoolie.
First look at Cole Moriarty from Glasson Hotel Golf and Country Club.
I played there, lovely golf course. Been on the Challenge Tour a few times. Colin.
He'd make a good 3-ball with Bubba Watson and Simon Holmes. So you'd have Holmes, Watson and Moriarty.
How good's that? Very good, man. Very clever.
Tim Rice. What can he do on this 11th? Well, that's pretty good. That was right down the flag.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
You can see there, 5th shot, 3 off the tee. Couldn't reach the green in 4.
To the left. Oh, this is where you need to take a few big deep breaths. You know, big numbers coming your way. How you handle it.
It's going to make a huge difference. All of a sudden, loads of people come in the frame.
Oh, he's just brought it right back. Everyone's got a chance now. Right, come on then. This could put you right in it. Lasky in trouble. ripped it. Right, Tim. This will be a nice bonus if you can hold this one. Oh, so close.
Par's going to be so crucial at this stage. Well done.
Yeah, this is when you've got to hold your nerve. Now this would be massive. I know it's for double, but these are the ones that keep you going.
Ouch.
Yeah, that definitely hurts.
That's in the solar plexus, that one.
Yeah, I think he's got quite a strong solar plexus, so he'll be all right. Right, Timmy boy. Come on, good stroke, my friend, good stroke. He took a good read from his chip. Seen it go past hole with a bit of bend.
And it's the 36-year-old from Limerick who takes the lead with 7 holes to go. It's anybody's tournament right now with Mark Lasky dropping those 3 shots. Come back in a couple of minutes and we'll see all the final stages from Rowallan Castle.
Welcome back to the Rowallan Castle Open here in Scotland. The leaders are well into their final round, but there has been a change at the top. Let's go back to our commentators, John Morgan and Ross McFarlane.
Thank you, Charlotte. We'll go straight to the 18th, a tough par 4. Well, Colin Moriarty sort of gouges it towards the front edge.
Timmy, after taking 1-shot lead, see what he's got in his repertoire of shots. He's played a nice little shot there. He looked disappointed. I'd be quite happy with that one.
So what can Lasky do? And a little lower. Not bad. Birdie putts coming up.
Moriarty coming right up this green. Monster hole, this 18th.
I'm thinking about these final holes. You know, 4 under. Could be a good mark.
Well, you never know. I mean, there's some absolute brutal holes on the closing stages. Like you say, Ross, you never know.
Birdie attempt. Not to be.
Get that feeling it's kind of slipping away from Lasky. His demeanour saying it all.
Well, the history of this area, the Rowallan Castle, dates back to the 13th century. Era of Robert the Bruce and William Wallace. There's a bit of a battle going on here now, isn't there?
Yes, indeed. And they done pretty well.
Even better now.
Fair play, Tim. Keep it going, my boy.
Taking a 2-shot lead now. There's a terrific old Scottish name, Forgan.
Forgan. He came out with golf clubs.
They did, yes.
Forgan.
They did. Forgan of St Andrews, it was.
Was it?
Mm. Well done. Very good indeed for Colin Moriarty.
That's a pretty steady round there. I mean, in these conditions, very good. Only 2 drop shots. Little peck there from the missus. Job well done.
It's been a great day for Sam Forgan. 5 birdies, but unfortunately 4 bogeys. It's been an up and down day, but a good round.
I must say he's quite an aggressive player then. So how about those bogeys and those birdies?
With some tough holes on the way in. John took a look at one of them.
This is the 15th hole. Beautiful, beautiful golf hole, this one. Par 4, 435 yards. Tee box way in the distance, as you can see. Unsport views of Scotland. Absolutely gorgeous. Lovely, lovely farmland. Tee shot. Bunker right here, 266 off the tee. And then you swoop round and you got a bunker right here at 320 off the tee. Now I've hit my drive straight down the middle, round about 280 off the tee, smack bang right in the middle of them. Now it's wet, it's boggy, it's been raining cats and dogs all night, ball stopping on a dime, hallelujah. It's not going to run into that bunker. Now I'm faced with a massive green, absolutely huge green, which really and honestly is hard to miss, but the green is undulating, very undulating, so I need to be in the right place on this green to make sure I got a good chance of a birdie. Now I'm going to try and whack you one and try and put it in the right place on that green. It's not easy, I think the pin's at the back, but here we go. I'm going to try and knock one down, ball first, because it's a bit boggy. I need to get that ball first. He's only straight at it, but is it the club? I tell you what, I might have gone long. I've had too many Weetabix. Go on, let's head up to the green. So here we go. I got quite a lofted club, weight on my left, gonna really cock the wrist and send it up there. No, I kind of take that. Not too bad, quite happy with that one. Pretty straightforward 3/4 footer. As you can see, this green is absolutely humongous. I mean, 2 bunkers there, just guarding that left side of that green, where I think probably that pin position might be come final day. And then obviously you got a swell here, false front of the, you know, at the front of the green. I mean, anything, if you play from middle of the green to back, you're not going to be in too bad a shape. It's going to leave yourself a relatively good chance of a birdie, a decent putt. And the greens are obviously nice and true, you know, a lot of grass on them. You can be very positive with your putts, and I tell you what, this is a golden chance for that birdie.
It is, if you can play as good as John.
Yeah, 20 takes later.
Oliver Farr is certainly playing a little bit better than that.
Yeah, that's an absolute beautiful shot. Just put it up in the wind and let it do the rest.
Sam Forgan then, final hole.
He's an aggressive player, really attacking that shot out of the rough, which you've got to do. Let's analyse this putting stroke. Very simple, very central. Very nice.
And 6 under, just 1 shot back. It really is anybody's.
Now if this goes in, this could be a turnout for the +4s. The Forgan, giving it a chance. Oh no, it's a cruel world. That was a hell of a putt.
He's going to finish on 4 under par for the championship. You can see a very up and down day.
Our leader, come on Tim. Works very hard in his game, very methodical player. Get some backspin with that wind coming up right behind you. Shows the marks of a very good strike.
More problems for Lasky. Missed the green and still missed the green.
No, that is not where you want to be. That is a big lip, not much green to work with. He's going to have to pull one out the bag here.
Lydiard. Second shot on 14, right over the flag, 363-yarder.
Nice soft hands, a little lazy. Oh, and he's played that well. Long backswing, just so fluid. Just dropped the club on the back of the ball.
Yeah, good speed, wasn't there?
Oh, great, consistent speed by Ross. One thing with bunkers, do not decelerate.
Good try. For Rice to take a 2-shot lead.
He just looked like he was anxious over there. Just looked up. They've seen the hands quickly coming up and out. Lost a lot of pace in that putt.
Now this could be a massive putt.
Yeah, this one is definitely a big putt. That's a great up and down.
Time for John to look at another of the closing stretch.
Well, we're at the 16th hole. It's raining like you wouldn't believe. Tee box way back there. This one is 609 yards. Now, the ball is not running. This is going to be playing like in the region. It'll feel like it's playing like 700 yards. It's a no-brainer, really, to play this shot in 3. I mean, you've got a massive pond right down there, just shy of the green, probably about in the region of 60 yards short of that green. You've got this lovely big bunker right here. Now, I would say the best way to play this, 3-wood driver off the tee. It's not going to really catch this bunker. You're going to be laying up round about here, and then you're going to be, well, you've got absolutely miles. I mean, that's 350, 360 yards still to go. I mean, just get out your 4-iron, 5-iron, whack it down there, short of that water, get the pitching wedge out, middle of the green, and hopefully get a 1-putt or a 2-putt. This is a fantastic par 5. I mean, as you can see, thick bund on the left, thick bund on the right, and you just need to be in play. This one is a par 5 all day long.
Looks like Oliver Farr has taken your advice.
Yeah, good man. I mean, the last 5 holes here, I mean, if you're level par for the last 5 holes, you have done so well. I mean, it's such a tough finish. All playing over par on the stat sheet, you know, for the week. I mean, really is. If you finish under par for these 5, you are way ahead of the field.
Tim Rice has yet to have a bogey on his card in very difficult conditions, so great performance so far for Tim.
Oh, it is really, really good. So gives him some major confidence going into the remaining, you know, tournaments. A long way short.
Nice generous fairways on this course.
Yes, there are, actually. There is. The thing is that, you know, if it was hard and bouncy, we'd see a whole different kettle of fish. Really would.
Good effort from Farr.
I mean, probably last week it would have been totally different. Ball would have been running a country mile. But this ain't last week. This is now.
Long-range birdie attempt coming up for Rice. Charlie Lydiard. He's played a variety of shots today, hasn't he?
Yeah, I like that. You're right there, Ross. He has. He's got a good repertoire. You know, he's obviously well educated in links and inland courses, wind, rain, whatever it takes. You've got to be able to deal with it. Go. How's he going to play this one? If I was a better man, that little bank that's there, pitch it into it. No, he's flown it, trying to spin it, and he's played it beautifully.
Used the wind there, didn't he, to hold the ball up a little?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it was very well played. Right. Come on, Tim.
Quite a lot of body movement, isn't there, in his putting stroke?
Well, I was just about to say, very short going back, long going through, and that says a lot of body movement, you know, very tentative, up and out. I mean, no fluidness to that putting stroke, just like that one, unfortunately.
So can Lasky see a bit of a chink in the armour of the Tim Rice armour?
I tell you what, he definitely thought he had that one. Wind was helping him push it left to right as well, and it still didn't come. Oh, that'll feel horrible. He made a great chip into no distance at all and then missed it.
Testing putt here.
You see him hovering the putter. Hovering the putter with the wind.
Smile on his face because he is still the leader. 7 under par. Oliver Farr now in second place. Long-time leader Lasky in third. Come back in a couple of minutes for the closing stages here in Ayrshire. Welcome back to final round action here at Rowallan Castle. And it's really hotting up coming down these final stages. Our leader, Tim Rice, at the 15th hole.
What's your trick in windy conditions, Ross?
Slow down.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've said it before, when it's breezy, swing it easy, but it is a must, isn't it?
Absolutely. It just the quality of your strike, if that improves, I think the ball goes further. And in fact, I preferred playing into wind than downwind. This one playing straight downwind, just a little off the right.
Played a little gem there. That might propel his confidence as if he can slot that baby in. Oof, that must have been a horrible line there. Could only move it 20 yards.
Has he been in all sorts of trouble?
Oh, straight under it.
The first poor chip he's played, isn't it? Everything else has been very good.
Maybe a sign of nerves there.
609 yards, and right now, young Charlie Lydiard will be wishing this hole was over quickly.
Oh my goodness, wouldn't he ever? Let's even add into his woes of this hole. Oof.
Birdie attempt. Good strike in.
That is huge. Huge moment for Lasky, that one. That is just what the doctor ordered. Slotting a birdie on that hole.
Makes this one different. Oh, well done.
I tell you what, that's a great. I tell you what, he's really focused hard. Once Lasky held that putt, you know he's really dug deep there to bring out that.
Well, you can't really say much here, can you really? 10th shot.
He shows you how windy it is. Look at the signs blowing down out there as well. I mean, these are tough conditions.
I think he's wondering how many he's had. Unfortunately, it's 11.
Oof. Big number. That's a lovely shot.
17th, a good par 3.
He's laid up beautiful Tim here. Wedge 9-iron in his hand. Maybe a bit more. Oh, hopefully that's caught that front trap.
More troubles for Lasky.
He's a strong lad. If anyone can get out of this and have an impact, it's him. Whoa, ball. Whoa! Oof, that's a beastly putt he's left himself.
This could be a really important moment. Go, go. Oh my goodness. Don't believe it.
And doesn't he know it? He knows the importance of that, because 18 is such a tough hole. That is your chance to get that birdie. He has caught the bunker, you can tell with his action. He's near lit.
Probably plugged as well, the way that came in. He needed to try that split hand shot that you showed us earlier, John.
I think I got a bit lucky with mine. I tell you what, he's played that really well though. I mean, we all know bunker shots come out with so much topspin. And to be fair, it looks like he's done that a few times.
Awkward long range putt, as you said. And He's judged the distance very well.
That was awesome. Bit more enthusiasm from the crowd, please.
Lasky has got a bogey putt to come, and it looks like it's going to be a bogey for Rice as well. So little did Oliver Farr know.
Yeah, that's right in it. Oh, this very demanding, long iron in his hand here, probably in the region of a 4-iron. Really having to pump it up there. And I tell you what, he has played an absolute cracker.
Super shot, really good shot. Under pressure, found the fairway, found the green.
Took the words out of my mouth there, Ross. Beautiful.
Still maintaining his rhythm, Lasky. Not out of it yet.
And that's an absolute cracker. Beautiful golf shot under the pressure. And this, Ross, this could put the cat amongst the pigeons. Oh.
Terrific effort.
It was. He's played those last 2 holes fantastic and not got any reward for 2 great shots in.
So Rice has made his first bogey of the day. And he's got a bit of work there to stop making it a brace.
Tell you what, that's a great round. Shame for that 11th hole. Really punished him. Double bogey. But a great 69 in those conditions.
Came back well from that double bogey. 3 birdies there.
Yeah, he dug deep. He really did.
Another big moment here.
This is huge. Come on. Oh, side door job. Very good, Lasky. Very good. That's a hell of a 2 on that 17th.
And what a time to make a birdie. Makes this putt a bit different.
And this is a must for Tim. Poor chip.
Well done. They've just got 1 hole to go. John took a look at it.
Here we are at the 18th hole, final hole, par 4, 491 yards. Ridiculous. I mean, there used to be 474 was the limit on par 4s, but this one is a monster, absolute monster. Out of bounds all the way down the right-hand side from start to finish. Unbelievable, big thick trees, and you've got Bondi and thick rough and trees on your left. Quite an open fairway, but look at that castle in the distance, absolutely unbelievable. And then you've got the big bunkers wrapped around the green, you know, absolutely awesome. What can I say about it? I mean, I can't resist but having a pop on this. If I can't get there in 2, there's something wrong with me. But anyway, I'm going to give it a good old crack, guys. So bear with me, little practice swing. No, I'm joking, that's not my real swing. I'm going to put one on sensibly here. Now come on, when it's breezy, nice and easy. Smoker. Happy days. I might have to buy this club. Right, to the next, to the next. On my second shot in, I got about a 4-iron. It's over 200 yards long to go, uphill, into wind. I mean, the castle in the background, unbelievable. They say it's haunted. I mean, that would put the weebie-jeebies up me as well. I mean, I'm gonna have to bust one here, man. As Stubbs said, it's all in the hips. It's all in the hips. Just easing the tension, baby. Come on. Oh, and I tell you what, he's hit the nail on the head. Turn, baby. And he's up. What a par 4. What a great finishing hole. I mean, these guys got to seriously bring their A game because this hole needs it.
So, big tee shot here. Kept his rhythm.
He did, but he doesn't look like he's happy. But I tell you what, if there's a place to miss it, that is it. And it looks to be lying very nice. 3-wood off the tee. Very Mickelson-like.
There's a bit of help off the left. Maybe he just felt I could just drift it off with that sort of club. Interested spectators.
All on their phones, like everyone else nowadays.
So here's the situation. Rice 6 under. In the clubhouse, Farr 6 under. And Lasky 6 under.
Oh, I tell you what, we could have seen someone easily go to 7 there. If that had just bit a little bit, but got such a long iron in your hand, hard to stop it.
Also coming out of the rough. Bunkers waiting. Good rhythm again.
That's going left though. Ooh, not as bad as I thought.
There's Farr. Chewing on a fingernail or two.
You should be having some practice swings or practice putts getting ready for the playoff if there is going to be one. Ooh, bit of work to be done there.
Again, he came up and out of that putt.
So you think you'd have a ride at that one? You know, that's probably could be for the win. You know, no prizes for being short. Lasky, come on, buddy.
He doesn't get it there either.
Well, that's an absolute baffling moment for me. I thought he would be, both of them, giving it a ride.
Oliver Farr is now thinking, right, I've got to get my clubs back out again. And he's going to be joined by Tim Rice. That solitary bogey in his round, 71.
Lasky, what might have been. He's in the playoff as well. And look at that for a round of golf. Topsy-turvy. That 7 really costing him. I mean, he'd won it by 3 shots if that was a juicy par.
So this is how it stands as we go into the playoff. It's going to be between 3 players, Lasky, Farr and Rice. They're going to be playing the 18th hole. Good round from Moriarty and Forgan, 69s from them, and a 68 from Rodri McGee. In the first playoff hole, Oliver Farr had this for a birdie. It wasn't to be, but he would make his 4. Birdie putt for Rice, missed on the left-hand side. He made par. And Lasky, another chance to win. So they go down the 18th again, John.
Yep, he's hit a great drive down the left-hand side. Second shot in. He's leaning a bit. He's a bit cautious. Oh, now that is a tough chip. Well, maybe not. I mean, there's a bit of green to work with. It's going to be into him. He can be quite positive with that one. Mr. Rice.
Looked to be a good swing.
Yeah,
going straight at it, isn't it?
Yeah, he's staring it down. I tell you what, he's hit 2 great iron shots into there over the last 3 times he's played it.
Big drive from Lasky. It's in ideal shape. Looked like he was just pushing a little 6-iron in.
Yeah, very, very Donald-like. You know, very Luke Donald. A lot of rhythm to his swing. Don't look like a lot of effort, and it goes a good distance.
Been very lucky with the weather on this final day.
Now pitching it on the edge of the green. Yep. Ooh, took a soft bounce.
So a birdie attempt here. What does he do? Go for it or lag it down there?
Nah, you got to have a go for it. Come on, you're in this moment now. Oh, he's lagged in the jaw again. Right, Tim, it's down to you. Can you seal it? Come on, no prizes for being short.
Still no prize.
God, I mean, such a tough hole, really, though, Ross, to get a birdie on. You know, it really is a massive, massive hole. I mean,
you're saying that it's more likely to be a par that wins this?
Yeah, definitely. I can't see a birdie winning it. I mean, this is to stay in it. Oh, and he's out. We'll stem from the second shot. It was quite a straightforward chip, but not to be.
So we go back to the 18th tee again.
And then there was 2. 3 wood again. Bit back in the stance, trying to rip it under the wind. Ooh, it's all about the lie.
They seem to nestle down. Down the right.
Yeah, definitely there, Ross. He's stuck to the game plan. And that's another crunching drive. Great drive.
The important thing in this match play, you get your shot in first, don't you? I mean, that's a poor tee shot there from Rice.
It is, and he's got the old little hybrid out, little rescue club, popping it up in the air.
Seemed to come out quite hot.
It did, didn't it? Well, he's left himself, there's a big slope there. He's got to come down now. That's going to have a great touch, great vision needed now on this next one for him.
Starting it just right, trying to draw this one in.
It's a good shot, great balance through his swing there. I mean, they wonder who is going to win this. They haven't got a clue. I mean, we've seen some great things in our times, but this, if this went in, well, my goodness. It's a big putt.
Good for pace, but didn't quite get the line right.
Yeah, great for pace.
So Lasky, does he roll it up and ask the question of Rice, or does he go for it?
I think you kind of roll it up. Yep, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, put the pressure right on Mr. Rice. Asking all the questions now.
Just to stay in it.
And poor old Tim, but great tournament. I mean, well done to Lasky, great win.
It is indeed, John, and that will elevate him up to #1 in the 888 Poker PGA EuroPro Tour. It's now time for him to take the spoils with Charlotte.
Mark, you've got to talk to you about your final round. First of all, how do you feel your first win this season on the EuroPro Tour?
Oh, it's great to get the first win. It's been a long time coming. I've had 5 seconds now, so it's a bit of a hurdle that I finally broke through, so hopefully kick on from here.
You did have that 4-shot lead at the beginning of the day. At that point, did you think it was in the bag?
I wasn't thinking that far ahead, but I was playing nicely, so I thought I could just cruise it on and keep trying to push on and make birdies, and then a couple sloppy mistakes, and I was starting to lose my head a little bit, but kept it together.
How did you pick yourself up when you lost that lead?
I just thought I'm playing good enough, I'm putting well, so I can make birdies to get it back, so there's some tough holes to finish. I didn't want to throw it away through mentally being poor, so just kept fighting, and fortunately it was good enough.
So now this is just the start of some more wins then for the rest of the season?
Hopefully so.
Well, congratulations once again, the 2013 Rowallan Castle Open champion, Mark Lasky.
Thank you.
Well, the EuroPro Tour will be staying in Scotland for the 9th event of the season at Mar Hall. It's been a terrific week here in Scotland for Mark Lasky, winning his first event on the EuroPro Tour. So from John Morgan and myself, Ross McFarlane, it's goodbye for now.